Hey everybody, I guess I'm live. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing well on this Thursday evening. Gonna warn you all right ahead of time, it might be a little bit rough. I am getting over a pretty bad cold. I've been out of commission for the last 2 days. I managed to get my butt to work today. Um, so we'll see how it goes. I might cough here and there and you know, but we'll see how it goes. Let me just say hello to everyone in the chat here. We got 14 people in at the moment. Guitar Pit is here. How are you? Got Mr. BHB. Hey, Bruce. How's it going? Who else we got? Todd Graff. Welcome. Todd Flowers. How are you? Brian Cote is here. Charlie S is here. Ed Dana. Welcome. Jack Clark. Nice to see you. Paul Lou. How are you doing? I Rock the Blues. How's it going? Bearded Blues dude just popped in. Hey man, Pork Chop SRV is here. Cool, cool. Mitch Heyman. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm a little better today. I managed to get to work today. So Lefty Mike is here. Dennis Bro. Welcome, guys. Paul Lou, yeah, nice new axe in the background. Yes, I will talk about that in very shortly, very shortly. Yeah. Cool, we got 16 people in here. This is great. Oh, Jason Wade, hey man. Yeah, I was almost gonna do that. I figured if I didn't get to work today, I was gonna not do the show, but I managed to get to work, so I'm gonna do the show. We'll see how it goes. It should be fine. Craig Reckless, how are you? Nathan Madden official. Oh, there he is. Hello, man. Didn't see you. David Ennis is here. Welcome. Quentin James. Quentin is awake. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you all. Ron Limber, how are you? I can't wait to hear the new acts. Yeah, the show must go on. Yeah, you got a Bearded Blues, dude. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, Craig, how are you, man? So I haven't really played it much. So just to kind of give you a little bit of history, what's happened. So I ordered the guitar. I was getting it set up. I was in real bad shape, and I spoke to the tech, and he told me that he was going to work on it, and it was going to be ready to be picked up on Wednesday. So, and he was going to be there till 5. So I took as many friggin' meds as I could just so I could get my ass out of bed. And I actually drove to the store on Wednesday and I said, stay the hell away from me. I'm sick as a dog. Just to pick up the guitar and try it. And I wanted to, reason why I wanted to go that specific day is because I knew the tech was going to be working. And I wanted to check it right there in case, there was some tweaks to be made, and thank God I did, because the action for me, at least anyway, was still quite high. And he dropped the action again and retuned it. It's got new strings on it, everything. But honestly, I don't think I've played it for more than 15 minutes, just because, after that I literally came home and I was gone, right? So I haven't really played it much. So I don't want to make a judgment on it really, because I don't really know, other than playing it for those few minutes at the store to make sure the action was good. I don't really know. But a couple of interesting things though that I noticed with this whole deal. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this guitar is actually used, and because it's used, I saved $700 on it. Okay. Now, here's the weird part about it. Okay. And I'll grab it. I'll bring it up close and I'll show you in a second. So the guitar is used. I got the cases. Oh, you can see it. It's right here behind me. The case, by the way, is about 4 feet high. It's the biggest case I've ever seen. It's like the case for a bass. It's absolutely massive. That's actually one criticism I have of the guitar. is the case is too damn big. This won't fit in the trunk of my car. I actually had to put it in the back seat lengthways. That's how big this case is. But again, going back to the idea of this being used, it's a used guitar, yet I get the case, not one scratch, not one ding on this case. Now keep in mind, this is a 2018. All the case candy is in there, untouched. Even the photo, you know, the photo they give you, the Gibson's been doing recently, they give you a photo of the guitar. That's in there, okay? But the topper of everything is the plastic. Whoops. The plastic is still on that pickguard. And it's a used guitar. So how can that be? I'm thinking like the guy bought it, walked out the door, literally turned around, came back in, and it became a used instrument. Because as far as I'm concerned, that thing is brand freaking new. And if you look at it, and I'll show you in a minute, there's not a ding, not a scratch, nothing. It's brand freaking new. But they call it used, and it saved me $700. So you know what? Okay, I'll take it. Let me just welcome some of the people that showed up. We're up to 32 people. This is fantastic. Thank you all so much. Dry Heat is here. Hey, Dry Heat, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Chuck Booth, welcome. JP Page 2, how are you? Jeff Harper, how's it going? Ivan Carter, welcome. Used, yeah, Bearded Blues guy. They call it used, but I don't think that's a used instrument. Yeah, it's still got the plastic on it, Bruce. I kid you not. Yeah, it still has all the case candy. Janice Lala, how are you? Hey, Johnny Bean, how's it going, man? Little J1, welcome. Well, thanks for popping in, Little J1. Appreciate you popping in anyways, man. Okay. If there's any questions that you have for me, folks, just please tag me at Guitar Hack. Old Man Dan, how are you? I don't know. Yeah, maybe Terry. Maybe it's a demo. I don't know. Charles Green, welcome. So let me show you this thing up close. Buck Lester. I don't know. Hopefully you won't catch my germs through your screen, Buck. But we'll see. So let me show you this thing up close. All right. So here we go. There you go. So there's the front. Like, again, like I was saying, not even a ding. Can you see the plastic that's still on there? I don't know if you can see that. The plastic is still on there. Okay? You look at the neck. What I do like about the guitar that's really, really cool is it's got a bound neck. And the reverse headstock. So there you go. Like, not a ding, nothing. It's absolutely perfect. Okay? And on the back, it has still the original sale price. I mean, not a ding, nothing. See that? And this thing was selling for $2,099, and I got it for $13. So the Gibson strap that came on it was never used. It was never used. I put it on there now, but that strap was never used. So yeah, it's totally mint. Totally mint. Maybe just catch up here. Hey, Scott Nickerson, welcome. That looks mint. Yeah, Bruce, it's absolutely mint. It's actually better than the one that we were trying to sell new at one of the other stores. Yeah, exactly, Quentin James. You see the size of that case? Yeah, I'll move out of the way. That case is at least 4 feet high, and it weighs a ton. That's one of the criticisms I have of the guitar is that case, you know, because carrying that case to a gig is like carrying my amp head. It's the same weight. That case has got to be close to 20 pounds with the guitar in it. Excuse me. It's very heavy. Brad Miller, oh, it's the same price you paid for your Les Paul. Yeah, you got a really good deal on that Les Paul, man. Zip Fix Guitars, how are you? Want to sell it? Okay, Ivan Carter, we'll see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, that's a massive case. That's a massive case. So, unfortunately, I was planning on taking that. I got a show on Saturday night, and I really wanted to take that guitar. We had a rehearsal last night. I didn't go. I was out of it, man. So I didn't rehearse with that guitar. So like I've really not played it much. So I'm gonna take that Les Paul there. That's what I'm gonna gig with on Saturday, just because it's familiar, right? Um, but I really want to take that to a rehearsal and take it to a show. And I've got a few shows coming up. I've got a show this Saturday coming, this weekend right now. I got one the following Saturday as well. So I'll probably take the Firebird to that show and just see how it goes. Like I bought the guitar because I think it looks really, really cool, and it played really nice. The neck on it, I will say one thing about that neck. It's a really slim neck. At first I thought it was like my SG, but it's actually a little smaller than the SG. And for my hands, like it's really, really good. Um, so in the little bit I've been playing with it, I find that the neck feels really good on it. So that's one thing. What I'm not sure about, and one thing I know right off the bat is I tried playing it sitting down. You can't play it sitting down. The top horn sticks you right in the chest. I actually have to play classical guitar style where I've got to, sit it on my seat between my legs. If I sit it on my leg, it digs into me right here. So it's not as comfortable as a Les Paul um, sitting stand playing sitting down. So that's another criticism. But it's all about how it's going to feel standing up playing it, and I won't really get that feel from it until I use it at a rehearsal and then a gig. And then the other thing is too dialing in tones. Okay, that's mini humbuckers in that. Okay, what I learned about the pickups, and I'm not a big fan of ceramics, but those are ceramic pickups in there. Those are ceramic magnets. So, which means they're a little hotter. Now, generally, I don't like ceramic pickups in humbuckers because they're too hot, and I like really low output. But for a mini humbucker, it's not that bad because they're mini humbuckers. They're not going to be as high output anyway. So they sound okay. I really like the clean tone with both pickups. I really like that sound a lot. I'm still trying to dial in a good dirt tone with it, though. There's a little bit of tweaking from just the little time I've had with it. I find I really got to tweak it, which means that if I gig with that guitar, I basically have to rejig all my pedals. I got to retweak them specific to that guitar. So it's not like one of those things where you're going to plug in and you can use all the same settings you had for a humbucker. I can tell that it's going to be a lot different. Okay. So that's, again, another reason why I'm not going to gig with it, because everything is tweaked to my humbuckers right now. So, there's a little bit of that. And I'm going to see. I'm not going to say that I'm going to keep it. I don't really know at this point whether I'm going to keep it. I just think it looks damn cool, right? But that's really about it. Wow, it's a big coffee. All right, coffee's arrived. So that's really about it. I can't guarantee that I'm going to keep it. I don't know. I don't know. It's got a lot of little things that I got to go through it, go through with it first. Wow, we got a lot of looks like a lot of questions here. Um yeah, the guitar, yeah, the case is huge. Strap locks, I don't think I'm gonna I the strap locks with that, if I buy them, it's gonna be those little plastic things. I don't want the bulky strap locks because this the the strap pins, if you will, one of them is like right on the on the sort of on the neck joint. So it would basically stick me in the gut, right? So I want to keep it as flat as possible. So I'll just probably use like a washer or something like that on that. Yeah, the deal on it was great, Todd Flowers. That's for sure. But yeah, the case, that's a downer. The case for me is actually that's a downer. You know, carrying shit back and forth and then having to carry a massive case. Yeah, I can literally live in that case, Bruce. That's for sure. Yeah, a gig bag. I was thinking about a gig bag. You know what? I it's not the body. If you put that guitar in the case, Todd, I know what you're saying about the body shape, but you got a lot of extra room around that. They could have slimmed that case down. I really think they could have. Yeah, it is a sweet looking guitar. It definitely is. Yeah, that's possible, dry heat. Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah, it wasn't set up at all when I had it. Like it was really messed up, you know. It was really messed up. A triangular case. I don't know if that'd be any better. Hey Zach Thon, welcome, man. Yeah. So I ended up lowering my pickups quite a bit on mine. Oh, you did, eh? Yeah, I'm not at that point yet. I again, I haven't really tweaked it for tone just yet. What I have heard of it though, it sounds pretty good so far. It sounds pretty good. But yeah, like I said, I gotta sit down with it. I gotta spend some quality time, dial in all the tones and whatever. When I get all that done, then I'll make like a proper video and then kind of demo the guitar clean and dirty and record it properly and all that kind of stuff. Um, and then I'll have a much more fair assessment. These are just like my initial impressions at this point. Yeah, you like the coffee, eh? I don't fool around, Quentin. Hey, Rick Hefner, how are you? Yeah, gig bags are cool, but the problem with the gig bag is, um, if I throw my all my stuff in the trunk of the car with a gig bag, you know, and then stuff sliding around, my guitar is going to get damaged. So I feel a lot better having it in the case, and then I don't have to worry about it. Hey, R2R3, buddy, how are you, man? Okay, Guitar Pit, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Gary Holt, welcome. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Kailyn, how are you? Okay, I have caught up. Yeah, so if anybody's got any questions for me, please tag me at Guitar Hack. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. You know, I have 30 days. Um, and the other thing too, because I keep going back to the size of the case, but I don't have a lot of room here, and you know, keeping that guitar in its case will take up the spot of like two guitars in my little closet around the corner. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then playing it, and if it feels big and awkward, that's another reason to get rid of it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's just, but the thing is, it's a beautiful instrument, right? If anyone knows that, you know, watch my channel at all, you know that I'm a huge Kiss fan. Okay, and the reason I make mention of that is why I like Les Pauls. And Paul Stanley played a black Firebird, and it's on the cover of Kiss Alive. It's not that same exact Firebird. It's a little bit different. It's a Firebird from 1975, so it had different pickups, and I don't know what kind of headstock it had on. It might have had banjo tuners. I don't know. Um, but you know, that sort of shape and that look is kind of iconic to me. But again, no matter how good it looks, folks, you know my motto: if I don't gig with it, back it goes. So I got a long time to decide. Just play it sitting. But yeah, well, that's what I do, Terry. I gotta literally put the body. I can't sit it on my knee. It's got to sit between my legs on the chair. He had to lower the action a lot. He adjusted the pups down too. I don't know if he did that. Um, I don't know if he did that, Todd. I don't think so. Absolute Mayhem, welcome, buddy. Showman Blues. Just what I needed. I just learned that solo the other day. I'll be doing that song with one of the bands, which is another thing I need to talk to. Oh, come on, Jason. Yeah, a little sick still, buddy. Hey, Will Varela, welcome, man. Got a new guitar coming from Sweetwater. Don't often buy new, but was having a hard time finding a Strat under so. Oh, good for you, Showman. Hey, Showman, when you get that guitar, man, shoot a vid. Let's see it. Let's see it. So let's see what else. Hey, Dave's Guitar Channel. Hey, all. Oh, well, Dave's guitar channel is on this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will have Dave's Guitar Channel on. So, Dave, since you're on, there's my Firebird. Just talking about it. No, it's not that kind of Firebird. Not that kind of Firebird. So yeah, so I mentioned before that I was involved with 3 different bands. Well, one of those bands just went by the wayside. So which is fine. It was a band that we rarely got together, and there was medical issues with different players and so on and so forth. And finally, the bass player, I guess he got another opportunity or his job or something. Or anyways, he bowed out. So that band is done, which is okay. It really is, because 3 bands was a lot to juggle, you know, and having to learn different songs for all the different bands was a bit to you know, a little too time consuming for me. And then, you know, the idea of everybody not doing their homework, and that really frustrates me. So I'm down to 2 bands now, which is okay. Which is okay. That band didn't gig anyways, so it wasn't like I'm missing out on a bunch of gigs. And I was mentioning the band that I do gig quite a lot with. We have already a lot of shows lined up this week, or this year, I should say. And you know, it's funny. You have what you think is enough shows to keep you busy, and then as soon as the sort of the clock rolls around into the new year, we got offered, you know, like another 3 shows, like right away on top of what we had existing. So much so that I actually turned one down. I was supposed to play this coming Friday night as well, about an hour and 15 minutes out of the city. But I turned that show down. Why did I turn it down? Because I got to work all day Saturday, and then I got to play a show Saturday night. So I literally would have got home probably about 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday night, gotten up at 6:30 a.m. Saturday, worked all day Saturday, played a show Saturday night, and got home at 3 o'clock in the morning again. If I was in my 20s, it wouldn't have been a problem, but I'm in my 50s, so I had to turn that show down. But it's a nice problem to have, to turn shows down, you know. And what's nice too is, like, you know, they're not getting pissed off with us. They're just rescheduling. So that's kind of cool. So it looks like this year is shaping up well for gigs. I don't know if we'll break the record that we did last year, because last year we played, I think, more gigs in the shortest span of time than I ever have, at least with this specific band. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign that the gigs are coming along. Yeah, thank you, Bruce. Let me just catch up here. Gene Schmidt, nice Firebird. Yeah. For those of you popping in late, there's 46 now watching. Do you want me to bring it out again and show you guys close? Hey, Brian Stewart got a new guitar today too, folks. Brian Stewart got a fantastic looking SG with Zebra 57s. So congratulate Brian Stewart on his new guitar. He posted a video too if you want to check it out. Hey Thrash, how are you, buddy? So would you like to see the guitar again, folks? I'll do another close-up if you like. Oh shit, Will. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Man, I hope everything goes good for you, man. Alright, send you my thoughts, my friend. Wow. Yeah, good luck with that. Hey, 64 T-Bird Guitar Hack, I do hear rumblings of people complaining that they wish it was them that are willing to do what is necessary for fame and willing to... I don't know what you mean by that, a 64 T-Bird. I'm well beyond the point of trying to be famous musician. That train left me many years ago, and I just do it for shits and giggles. Yeah, you want to see it again? Okay, so Brian wants to see it. Sure, let's see it again. Okay. Hey, the new guitarist, welcome. All right, we got 46 people in the chat. Okay, let me show it to you again, nice and close, okay? All right, so I was saying earlier, this is, believe it or not, this was sold to me as a used instrument. Okay, see if you can see that. And it still has the plastic on the pick guard. There's not a ding, not a scratch, nothing. It comes with ceramic mini humbuckers. They're 490s, I believe. Reverse headstock. The headstock is massive. It's got the bound neck. This, by the way, is a rosewood. This is grenadillo. And honestly, I really don't care. It feels like rosewood. If you didn't tell me it wasn't, I wouldn't know the difference. So, okay, here's the back. Not a ding, nothing. You can see what I mean about the, it's the post. They put it in the same place as an SG. So for me to put like a big strap lock there wouldn't work. I'm going to put like a washer or something like that to keep it flat. These are not locking tuners either, by the way. The other criticism that I have of this guitar so far, again, these are just minor nitpicking things, but the tuners, okay, they're like, they've got the mini buttons on them. They're a little close together. So like when you're tuning one, I mean, I got fat dumpy fingers. I'm usually tuning one and hitting the other. So you got to be real careful. The ratio is nice on them, I'll give it that. I believe these are Grovers. Let me check. Yeah, they're Grover tuners. They're small Grovers. Not locking though. Not locking. But that's the other thing. So yeah, this was sold, again, the plastic is still on here, and it was sold to me as a used guitar. That saved me $700. So can't complain about the price I paid. Okay, a few more people popped in. Let me just catch up. Hey, Stephen S., welcome. How are you? Dave, nice looking guitar. Thanks, Dave. I know it's not the one that you were looking for, Dave. I don't know what you would call that. I don't know what number Firebird that is, but it's mini humbuckers, 490 series, reverse headstock. I don't know what category that falls under. But for me, that reminds me of I was saying this earlier. I'm a big Kiss fan. I grew up with Kiss, and that's Paul Stanley's Alive Firebird, or a close proximity of it, which is why I kind of like the look of it. Swap what out, Dave? I don't know what you mean. Oh, get the banjo tuners. Yeah, I could do that if it's that much of a pain. Yeah, it's still a Virgin. Yeah. Okay, let's do some thumbs. Yeah, thumbs up, folks, if you like the video. Congrats on. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, we lost Peter Tork today, folks. I don't know if you're aware. Peter Tork from the Monkees, one of the two musicians that was in the Monkees, passed away today. Hello, HK. Welcome, man. The Firebird on the live has dots. Don't ruin it for me, Dave. And no binding. Okay, you know what? I actually like the binding on that, though. To be honest with you, I kind of like the binding and the block inlays. So let's just say it's black with the white pick guard. That's as close to Paul as I want to get, because I actually prefer block inlays and binding. Your black standard makes my knees weak. That black standard is a fantastic guitar, man. I think I did more gigs with that guitar last year than any of my other guitars. He was 77. Yeah, Peter Tork was, and one pickup. I really got to look at that album closer, Dave. You're killing me, buddy. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Wolverell. I had to mention that. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you like mine. Thanks, buddy. That's funny. If I put banjo tuners on it, it becomes a Firebird 5. Okay, so that's the only difference, eh? Okay. Yeah, you know a lot more about this stuff than I do, Dave. The banjo tuners are heavy. Do they make it, do they give you a neck dive, the banjo tuners, Todd? Hey, Amanda Coombs is here. Welcome, Amanda. How are you? Do you get neck dive, Todd, with yours because of the banjo tuners? Just curious, man. Greetings from Hamilton. Hey, Stan Lee. How are you? Yeah, so that's about it, folks. As far as what's going on, I haven't really had a lot of time to play that guitar. How heavy is the Firebird? It's a lot lighter, HK. There's no comparison. I would say the Firebird, to me, it's about the same as an SG. Same. To me, it feels a lot like it's like an SG with a bigger plank of wood, like a bigger body, really. You know, the way the way the neck, I mean, if you're looking at it, it's the SG, similar to the SG in the way the neck kind of starts at the edge of the body. It doesn't come into the body and shoots outward. So it's got that in common as well. It's like, yeah, an SG with a bigger attached to a bigger body, really. But it's very light. I don't find it weighty at all. I just find it, again, it's not as comfortable sitting and playing it. Standing, I don't know, because I've been sick the last couple of days, so I haven't really taken it to rehearsals yet, but I'll soon find out. Because I might find it a little too bulky. Because again, I'm not a big, tall guy, so if it looks like I'm playing a Buick, then it's going to go back too, right? Love my glass mug. It's actually not glass; it's plastic, Terry. Kind of looks like glass, though. Just trying to catch up on the questions. That ebony Les Paul looks a lot like mine, just whiter plastic. That ebony Les Paul, that's a 2005 standard, and it's all original. And that thing just, well, if you watch my video, I did a video a while back where I AB'd that with a P90 Les Paul, and the tone on that thing is just sick. Absolutely sick. It's a great sounding guitar. You know what, Terry? I was thinking about playing a little bit today, but I was playing like abs. It's like I never picked up a guitar in my life. I don't know if it's all the, like, believe it or not, I'm on a lot of drugs right now. I'm on Advil and cold medicine and whatever, and I'm playing like absolute shit. I'll hit a couple of chords, but don't expect much. But I could plug it in for a minute if you really want to hear some tones. Oh, you don't have them either. Okay. I thought you had them on yours, Todd. That's why you were mentioning about the banjo tuners being heavy. Yeah, the banjo tuners, yeah, they do a little like a little reveal look on the headstock with the banjo tuners. So the headstock actually looks a little fancier. But I don't know, for me it kind of looks weird not seeing like the, you know, the pegs, the tuning pegs coming out, you know. Sean Zimmerman, how are you, man? Okay, so folks, you want to hear a little bit of it? Okay, all right. Mitch Heyman wants to hear. Okay, so don't expect much, guys, because I've hardly played it and I feel like shit. But I'll play a couple of chords for you. Okay, I'm gonna turn the mic off for a second because it doesn't sound good when I got the mic on at the same time. So, and let me just switch it over to studio mode. Okay, I'm gonna turn the mic off. I'll just go through some of the all the pickup settings so you can hear it. Okay. So there you go. There's some go back to voice. Very badly played, but there's some riffs. Sounds, oh, it sounded good. Okay, cool. Nice growl. Okay. And it got a DeVita. I actually don't know that riff, you know. Just finished putting Gibson 57 Classics in my Les Paul, and I think I'm going to love them. I would say 57 Classics are probably my favorite pickups, Gibson pickups. I have them in my SG, and my SG smokes. I think they're great pickups. But I don't play any Slayers. Thrash. Don't even know where to start, buddy. A little more volume. Oh, sorry, wasn't loud enough. I tried one banjo, didn't like it. It hadn't. Oh, okay, Todd Flowers. So you did get neck dive with the banjos. Okay, that's interesting. Man, that's a sexy bird. Congrats. Thanks. Okay, Dave's likes the sounds of it. That's awesome. Sounds good to me. Very nice. Thanks you, Mitch Heyman. Sounds really good. Okay. Quite the guitar collection now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. Actually, I was playing a lot of Kiss riffs, if anyone knows any Kiss riffs, because that's what I want to play on this is Kiss riffs, anything pre-1975. Yeah, it takes, I think that's what it is, Will. It's going to take me a while to get used to it, right? Like, I don't own anything like this. I mean, the closest thing I own to something like this would be an SG, so I imagine it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve to get, yeah, okay, Brian knows the Kiss riffs. Yeah, I played some She. Johnny Winter. You know what, Ed? I can't, that Johnny Winter, that tone, is be difficult to get out of this guitar because I believe, and if Dave's in here, he'll probably correct me, but the pickups that Johnny Winter was using are not these pickups. Johnny Winter's Firebird, I know he played the treble like pretty much cranked, and he had almost like a quack going on with the pickups, and I don't think these are capable of that. It's funny though how this guitar doesn't sound anything like my other ones. It's got its own voice completely, you know. With the Dirt, you know, you would expect it to be a little lower output than the humbuckers, but even clean, it's got a different sound to it. Are all my guitars black? Black is my favorite color. No, they're not. But most of them are actually. Hang on, I got to think about it. How many black ones have I got? Well, there's 2 in the frame. My 339 is black. There's 3. My Ernie Ball is black. There's 4. My Telly is black. There's 5. I think that's it. I have 5 black guitars. Yeah, Johnny Winter's a monster, man. One of my favorite Johnny Winter songs is Johnny Guitar. Like, what a groove, man. That guy lays down a groove that just, it's sick. It is absolutely sick, the groove he lays down. You know? I love blues, but I love blues that grooves. That's why I'm such a big Stevie Ray Vaughan guy. Terry's, yes, it will just take you time. It took me a bit to get used to the Epi Thunderbird bass. Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah, Dave R's guitars. Yeah, they're different pickups. He had different pickups in his. These, like I said, are ceramics. Mini humbucker ceramics. Is the Firebird the grandfather to the Explorer? That's a good question. You know what? They are basically the same shape, except this is rounded and not pointed. Like, if you look at this body shape, that's an Explorer, right? Except that's rounded and that's rounded. So if you made that pointy, and you cut this off at an angle, you basically have an Explorer. So this was sort of modeled after, you know, the 50s cars. So I don't know if the Explorer came before or after. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Hey, Skyline Studio official, welcome. Great feat. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for popping in. I'm sorry I'm not feeling my best today. I've been fighting off a cold the last couple of days, so everything is sort of I'm still trying to get my, you know, get pumped back up, but it's Chocolate Randy, welcome. There's a new name. I don't own an Explorer, but I've played quite a few of them. Explorers are really cool guitars. I really like them a lot. They actually body size, it's about the size of this, but with a longer points to it, like I was saying earlier. And the Explorers sound great. Explorers sound a lot more like the Les Paul than this one would, because Explorer has a full humbucker. They're great guitars. Absolutely. No, it isn't. The Explorer was 58. Firebird. Okay, there you go. So Firebird came after the Explorer. Thanks, Dave R. YMCA, yeah. You forgot the A. Oh, there's the A, Jason. You were slow on that, buddy. They make Mojo tone pups that are Johnny Winter. Oh, okay. Didn't know that, Todd. That's cool. Thanks, Old Guys Guitar Vlog, and welcome if I didn't say hello to you. Yeah, this is the latest edition. Again, I don't know if it's a keeper or not. I gotta take it through its paces. Actually, I just played it as much now as I have since I bought it. So I really gotta beat it. But I tell you, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you see that neck? See how thin that neck is? It's beautiful. And the action, you see the action, how thin, close it is? I don't know if you can see that. See how close I like my action? And it's 9 to 42. I set up my guitars almost like Billy Gibbons. Wish I could play like him, but basically very little to no effort required. Oh, cool. Lance Lopez played a mean Firebird. Okay. Guitars with the SG, the knobs are close together. Yeah, you're right. They are close. I don't touch my knobs when I play. Everything's on 10. If I need to adjust tones, it's either on the amp or it's on the pedal. So I don't ever touch the knobs when I'm playing a show. Very rarely. And if I do, it'll be just the volume knob to basically if I'm getting feedback or something between songs. Other than that, I'm not writing the knob, the tone knob. So yeah, that's just me. But yeah, you're right. They are close together. Let's see if I missed any questions. You want to explore 72 Carina. That's fantastic, Wolverella. Those are awesome guitars, man. Thanks so much, Zach Thong, and welcome, Zach, if I haven't said hello to you. Thanks for popping in. It's a keeper if you ask me. Yeah, we'll see, Ed. This takes me to 10 guitars. And I don't know if I want to have 10 guitars. Because if they don't all get played, then I don't keep them. So, hey, Marsman, welcome. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, Johnny Winter. Yeah, Johnny Winter is amazing, man. Okay, if you're going HK, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Hey, Blackie DH, welcome, man. Thanks for popping in. Okay, folks, I'm not going to go too much longer here. It's a nice round number, yeah. Yeah, but I need a bigger house. I need a bigger house to fit these things in. So it's going to go for a couple more minutes here. If anybody's got any last minute things, while I'm thinking of it, I mention this every show. Please, if you haven't already, sub to the other people in this chat. Please do. Everybody in here, thank you so much, Marsman. Everybody in here is fantastic. Most people in here put in content, and it's all good content, and they're all good people. So let's all sub each other. Let's Mitch Heyman. Let's all sub Mitch Heyman. Let's get Mitch Heyman over 200 subs. I think he was the one that was getting close. Yeah, let's all sub Mitch Heyman. If you're not sub to Mitch Heyman, let's sub Mitch Heyman. Let's get him over 200. But yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please do. You gave me the honor of cracking 500 the other day, and that's much appreciated. Sorry I'm cutting this show a little short, guys. I'm not feeling that well. But I thank you all for putting up with me for this. I told you not to expect much today, but for this almost hour here. And I promise you, when I get a little better, I will put together a decent video of this guitar. I'll play it better. And I will mic it and mix it properly and record it properly and show you what the tones are that you can get out of this. If anyone is even thinking about a Firebird, the one thing I got to say is that, I mean, and this is just very personal, but this is a beautiful looking guitar. You know, I just love the look of it. So hopefully I'll enjoy the rest of it that goes along with it. But yeah, I'll put a proper demo together and post it so you can all check it out. Okay, see if anybody's got any more questions. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that, man. Hey, no worries, Mitch. Mitch has got a great channel. Sub Mitch Heyman, folks. Get him over 200. Thank you, Charles Green. Appreciate it. Rick Hefner, I was 200. Oh, if you're not, sorry, Rick Hefner. If you're not, sub Rick Hefner too. Get him at 200. If I'm not reading that right. Thank you so much, Blackie DH. Yeah, the neck is great, Showman. The neck is really good. Yeah, 63 to present for Fire. Okay, they're talking about when these guitars came about. Thank you so much, Todd Flowers. Appreciate it. Okay, Dennis Bro just subbed you, Mitch. There's one more, man. Thank you for another great stream. Yeah, sorry, guys. I know I wasn't at my best today. I apologize. Tuesday, I should be feeling a lot better. And Tuesday at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock Tuesday, check out Dave from Dave's Guitar Channel. That show's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that. So check that show out. James Severin, thank you so much for popping in. Thanks again. I Rock the Blues. Appreciate it. Ron Gillespie, hey, man. Welcome. Thanks so much. Okay, cool. Sean Zimmerman, I love the look. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Different guitars inspire you to play differently. Hey, no worries, Mitch. You deserve it, buddy. You're a good guy. Yeah, and I also should mention, too, I have merch. If you're interested, I got in my included below. I donate any money made from merch to the Canadian Cancer Society. So if anybody wants to support cancer research, please. I got T-shirts, I got mugs, I got stickers, all kinds of stuff. So I thank you for your support. We've got a lot of people in here that have supported me so far. Last time I checked, we're nearing 250 US, so that is absolutely fantastic. So thank you all so much for that. If I get 20 guitars, Showman, I'm going to have to move into your house, my friend. Okay, folks. Play some Beatles for healing. Okay, I want to thank everybody so much. Y'all have a great weekend. If I might do, I'm thinking about it. I'll see how things go, but I might do an after gig, a hangover for my first after gig on Sunday. We'll see how things go. I'll just do something maybe from the lounge. If not, if I don't go live between now and then the next thing you'll be seeing from me is either a video on this or my show on Tuesday at 8 o'clock with the great guitar player Dave from Dave's Guitar Channel. Okay, until then, folks, have a great weekend. Remember, Friday's the last day of the week. You're almost there. So enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll catch you all next week. Cheers.